take it to the top, not the bottom of the top. Top talent.
And now, from the basement of his home, set up on a card table, with equipment purchased from a defunct Radio Shack, set up in between the furnace and the hot water heater, CMA and New York State Broadcasters award-winning radio personality and hopelessly addicted rhymer, Richie Phillips.
Yes, that is me, yours truly, in definite rhyming mode today. This is Richie Phillips. Welcome to my podcast, Top Talent. Everybody has one. As a matter of fact, I'd like to start today with today's Top Talent quote.
The Top Talent quote.
All right, here's a good one. Who do you think said this? Talent is cheaper than table salt. What separates the talented individual from the successful one is a lot of hard work. Boy, and this guy's talented and did a lot of hard work and got so far. His name? Stephen King. And that really is the entire theme of this podcast every single week, is to be proud of your talents. Spread your talent all over the world. It will be accepted. And the harder you work for it, the more you'll be accepted, I really feel. Everybody's got a talent. I don't have too many other talents besides this one, but for some reason, I've always been able to look at a topic and been able to rhyme it. It's just something I've always been able to do, and I absolutely love doing it. And the subject of this podcast is end of the year wrap up. Every single year since 1988, I have done a year-end song. And for some reason, when I started it in 1988, that's when I started morning radio, I used the song When Johnny Comes Marching Home. I just pictured it as kind of like a march, like time is marching on, time is marching on. So that's how it all started. I'm going to give you the song that I did in 1988. And this really kind of brings you back. Let's see if you can recognize some of the events from 1988. Here we go.
Oh yes, my friend, I'll say again, the time is marching on. 88 has met its fate and another year has gone. It's time for us to put into rhyme all the events that come to mind when we reflect on the year that's come and gone. Here's what happened, sound off, 1, 2, 3. Mike Dukakis loses the race. We send NASA back into space. The heaviest man sheds his weight. So does Oprah, she looks great. Ron and Nancy check the stars.
Elvis is living, that's very bizarre.
Closing the beaches over the summer. Old syringes, what a bummer. The bakers say that all is well. Not if you ask the PTL. Oliver North tries to get off while we make friends with Gorbachev. And Mike and Robin are still the same. They'll never make the newlywed game.
Say goodbye to my administration.
Make way for a kinder, gentler nation.
The year is gone and that is fine. We look forward to 89.
Time is marching on. Time is marching on.
Yeah.
Time is marching on. Yeah. Time is marching on.
Yeah.
Time is marching on. Time is marching on.
Yeah.
So there you go. And I can definitely hear a marked difference in energy level from when I recorded this 31 some odd years ago to what you're going to hear in about a minute, because I've just finished it again. This is the 31st time that I've done this song. I've gone through my hard drive, plural, to see if I could find every single one of them. I have maybe about 25 of them. And, if you really want to hear them, I could do 25 other podcasts, but I don't know if you really want to, hear this song 25 other times. But without further ado, I would now like to give you the song that I just completed. This is Time Marches On 2019. And boy, it has been a tumultuous year. I tried to stay away from politics as much as I can, but I did do a little dig on both sides just to make it fair. I know I didn't cover everything. You couldn't possibly cover everything in a 3-minute song or 4-minute song. But this is what I came up with. Here we go. Hope you enjoy it. Time Marches On 2019.
Oh yes, my friend, once again, time is marching on. 2019 has left the scene, the whole darn decade is gone. That would take too long, I know it's a crime. I can only rhyme 1 year at a time. The big events of the year that's come and gone. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. stock market's doing well. Bahamas are in hurricane hell. Greta Thunberg, climate change, she got dissed. That's deranged. I'm not getting into that. Global warming, too late to fix it. Theresa May, UK, bye-bye Brexit. In the Northeast, it's sure snowing. Who's in prison? Michael Cohen. Forest fires, gotta warn ya, almost burned down California. CNN, on each news show, every other word is quid pro quo. Lori Loughlin, People Magazine, that's all we're reading. Felicia Hoffman, something in common, they're both cheating. Computer hacker, Julia Assange, something that almost rhymes with orange. That guy Epstein, what did he do? Lips are sealed, says Prince Andrew. Kim Jong-un, missile tests. All around the world, civil unrest. Alex Trebek, what a trooper. Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper. The Irishman, that movie was good. So was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. 2 movies on this subject, as it should. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Can you say that? Sure you can. More debating. Look at all the people on that stage. There's Joe Biden. Add the others up and you get his age. Let's say bye-bye. So long Veep in Game of Thrones. Hey there, Apple. $1,100 for a brand new phone? What? But never mind about what things cost. Look at all the people that we lost. Bob Kingsley, what a shame. Member of the Radio Hall of Fame. Doris Day, her voice was heaven. Wow, she lived to 97? Danny Aiello, boy he could act. Rip Torn from Men in Black. Leon Redbone, cool as you could get. Tim Conway from Carol Burnett. Georgia Engel, you know her for sure. That high-pitched voice on Mary Tyler Moore. Nipsey Hussle, what a bummer. Hal Blaine, the session drummer. And from Beverly Hills 90210, Luke Perry, too young to go. It's a brand new year. Grab your honey. Practice saying 2020. Time is marching on. Time is marching on. Hey! Time is marching on. Time is marching on. Let's not talk about impeachment. I don't want to hear that word again.
Well, I hope that worked. This was really written so last minute, procrastinator that I can be. But I hope you really enjoyed it. I also did kind of a video, more of a slideshow, and it is on my YouTube channel, which would be Richie Phillips. If you just go to the Richie Phillips YouTube channel, you'll find it there. I've also posted it on Facebook, so you can see it. It gives you something to stare at. But that's 2019 in a nutshell. I know you're probably sitting there going, oh my God, he didn't mention blah, 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 blah. But hey, I tried. I'm going to make this podcast short. I really appreciate you listening this year. I see this thing growing, and I'm so proud of the fact that it is growing. I would love it if you could subscribe to the podcast, spread the word. I have other guests coming up in the queue, as they say. And hopefully, if you know somebody that has a distinct talent from the Capital Region or somebody coming to the Capital Region with a distinct talent, I'd love to get them on this podcast. I am committed to keep doing this thing. I'm going to do it every 2 weeks until either you're sick of it or I am. But I don't get sick of it. I'm really enjoying this a lot. Thank you all for listening. Have a great... I had to edit this at the end because I said have a great 2019. No, that's wrong. See, it's so hard to get used to it. Have a great 2020, which is not the TV show. It is the year. You got to say that. 2020. Wow. Have a great 2020, and I'll see you soon.
Take it to the top, not the bottom of the top. Top talent.